breath, no heartbeat, just static remains. Hollow reflections, ghosts in the cold. So come burn down my escape. I wanna feel it, come drag me into the void. Let my circuits decay. I'm sorry, but it's too late. You never
come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Happy Friday, folks. Hyrox here. I'm excited. I'm more excited for Hyrox than I was for the GT500s, if I'm being honest with you. And you all know how much I love the Evos. And the standard GT500s. They are pretty fun, too. I'm more of an Evo fan. It just suits my driving style more. A bit, more reactionary and less tactical. But that being said, though, I'm super excited for Hyrox. I got a chance to test this track out. I won't say early on, but earlier. I don't know if they've made it. I have not tried it in the new public build yet that released on ModHub. So I'm curious if there's any changes. Because I do know that it did get delayed due to some changes they wanted to make to it. So I'll be curious to see what it looks like now. But I'm real excited because I'm a big fan of the small track elevation change, a lot of excessive driving. It's not a boring track. It's a small track, but it's not a boring track. So let's get the game booted up and, well, not waste any more time. Let's just jump into it. Also, I have a poll going in chat, whether or not you like the track. Also, it's all one word. It's Hyrox. And in chat, in the poll, I spelled it as two words, so sue me. Still haven't ran it yet? Yeah, give it a shot when you get home. Give it a shot when you get home. So far, we got 10 votes in. 8 say they like it. 2 say they don't. All right. So basically, to get this track, if you don't have it yet, you just go in here in the Mod Hub. You go to Tracks, and there's Hyrox. Right there. Although it shows 2 words there. Man, how do you spell this damn track? I feel like it is probably 2 words. We're going to find out when I go in the game. See what the official game is. Because I originally had it as 2 words, and then I saw the notification go out as 1 word. So I was like, maybe it is 1 word. So let's just jump into it single player, and then we're going to be hosting it pretty much all day. Where you at, Hyrox? Where you at? There you are. Hyrox, 2 words. All right, so I'm changing it. Changing it on the stream. I don't care. I was right the first time. Grid slots 20. I wanted carnage. I wanted to go straight to 32. Create nothing but chaos. Alright. Title updated. It is now Hyrox. 2 words. There we go. Alright. But yeah, this is a fun track. This is a fun track. I am excited. All right, so we got 19 cars on the grid. They're all dumb. Turn penalties on. Turn it on to hot. I don't know what this track looks like in autumn, so we're going to find out. I'll be curious if, because obviously this is a fictional track, folks. So I'll be very curious if they programmed it. I want to say I've only driven on it in summer. So I'll be curious if they also programmed the trees to change with autumn and things like that. So let's try it out. Wasn't out last night. Yeah, it came out today. Came out today. What's going on, AJ? Mute the music for now. Let our bearings settle. Let's get the gloves on. Let's just see what this feels like. Also, it does change the trees. It does change the trees. Trees are autumn. All right, so GG, Tom. GG. Tom, I believe, is the dev who did it. Going on too bad? Going on Jurassic Jam, you'll be happy to know that I got a solid 8 hours sleep, so I am well rested right now. Going on, Lincoln? Also, I found out what's up with the microphone volume lowering thing. I reinstalled Streamlabs a couple days ago because I was having a random Streamlabs connection issue to YouTube, which I still don't know how I fixed it. I think I temporarily disabled my ad blocker on Google and then relinked it. It was very strange. But either way, since reinstalling Streamlabs, it now randomly tells me about dragons. I don't know how to turn that off. It just tells me how to slay a dragon. Pretty cool, like an audio cue out of nowhere, and it's like you really should go practice slaying that dragon. I'm like, what? And also to my microphone, it is Streamlabs directly that is controlling my microphone, despite clicking the checkbox to have no programs control the microphone. So I don't know, but the fix for it when it does happen is basically I have to open Streamlabs, unplug my Stream Deck, and then plug it back in, because it needs to be the most recently powered thing to control the microphone, which is me manually controlling the gain of the microphone, or else it just moves it up and down, and it's really ridiculous. Anyway, what you guys actually care about is the track. Also, I changed my temperature to Celsius. I did find the bug in vehicle setup, or in vehicle setup with the tires. These right here, right now, they don't show anything, but if you leave this in Fahrenheit, or if you put it in Fahrenheit instead of Celsius, the colors, even though they work in game correctly, on this screen, the colors, let's just say your tires are 150 degrees Fahrenheit, these will be bright hot red because it's registering the colors as 150 degrees Celsius. So, for the sake of just avoiding that visual bug and also needing to mentally practice Celsius, because I need more practice with Celsius, I am now temperaturing in Celsius and also in bar. Because I don't know, I think I should know bar because of turbos, but unfortunately I know pounds per square inch for pressure. So either way, we're in Celsius and bar. All right, I'm going to put the line on too, because I actually have not driven this track in quite some time, and I never really had a whole lot of time on it. I just tried it out, so I'm real excited for it. And the AI is at low as it can go. Oh, I love that. I just got a little bit of air right there. The AI is full grid as slow as they can be, just for the sake of practicing here. I might have to take it with the AI out of it, honestly, if I want to get more of an authentic experience here. Yeah, like way too slow. Way too slow. All right, I'm going to restart this with no AI, because I want to just practice the track. I don't want to, because right now the AI is at 20%, so they're just way too damn slow. Do this. All right. Now they're not even on the grid, so. This is High Rock Jurassic Jam. This is a mod. So right here, High Rock Circuit. Oh, actually, you can't see because of my face in the way. High Rock Circuit. Right here. This is a mod track A developer made this track, and completely fictional. So if you thought that Takayama or Takamiya, or however the hell you say it, the fictional, the made-up name, the unlicensed name, and also, too, they must not have a Fanatec sponsor, because Frenastic. That is so very deceptive of them. Anyway. Yeah, give me my penalty, I don't care. Yes, you can download it from ModHub, yep. It's a free track. And then once I do a few laps on it, we're going to open up some lobbies. I do want to turn this down a little bit. Controls. Evo Ultra. Yep. Let's turn you down to 75%. Not a whole lot. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Full throttle and resume. Oh, shoot. I'm going to run my lobbies with a practice today, too. Just so people can actually get a little practice time before attempting to qualify. But yeah, this is a completely fictional track made up. 255 lap high rock. That's going to be when the wife goes away. When the wife goes away, we're going to do it. I got to learn the track, man. You trying to get involved with that, Sora? And no AI bots. No bot accounts. I think I need to go hit up Frenastic and see if they'll give me a wheel for free. Oh, shit. No! Also, I noticed the hand bug is fixed, by the way. So... good to see that one gone. That was a weird one. Can I have a proper go at it? How often do you play on wheel? I'm gonna have to lower my force feedback more for this track. There's a lot of driving on this track. This track is going to be utter chaos. I think this was planned. Free weekend on Xbox, and track. High Rock. I gotta lower my force feedback even more. This car has lesser force feedback too, and it's kicking my ass. No. 70. By the way, always put rumble strength on 100% if you want detail in like curbs and stuff. Always. I mean, if you want like teeth chattering, the most detail, which is what I do. I gotta work. I gotta remind myself when I'm going up over that hill, let off the throttle. Don't stay in it past the hill. You will miss. All right, I think I'm ready to get a lobby going. Get some other vultures in the way. Oh, another, Sora, since you're here. Another, random visual bug that's been in the UI since 2.0. I think it was, you probably saw it. I know John saw it, the day 2.0 came out. The tire temperature. So watch, if I, retire. Vehicle setup. See the colors here? The colors are normal. But these colors are displaying Celsius. But so basically, if I have it running in Celsius right now. If I were to switch this to Fahrenheit, the numbers update, but the colors assume that temperature. So let's just say this is 100 and I don't know what that translates to. Let's just say it's 180 degrees, right, or 170 degrees, whatever. These colors will be displayed in bright red because it thinks it's 170 degrees in Celsius. Yeah, so that's why the biggest reason I have it in Celsius right now is just so I no longer see bright. So it eliminates a bug on my end. But yeah. Let's see, what else did you say? You said a lot of shit. Hold on. Oh my. Sora, are you in a typey mood right now? Let's see, no bots. Set up my wheel. I just read that. Oh, sweet. I don't. I test on the wheel occasionally, but haven't really spent any time playing it. Oh god, you're screwed. No complete setup at the moment. I'm telling you, man, I'm recommending that rig that I have. The playseat, the new collapsible playseat rig. If you don't have anywhere to put it, I'm telling you, it's $400 US. Kick-ass rig. I do not regret it. And it's comfortable. I mean, I'm not 6'7", but it's comfortable. Need to get a rig to mount stuff to? Well, let's see. I bought one of the cheapo Amazon folding mounting things for my pedal and wheel. I just bought some steel things. Well, it's had a reinforcer for high DD wheels and works great and folds up. Got it. Like 50 US for the cheap stand and 20 then to reinforce it with steel. Hey, look into it yourself. Got it. Sora, you have priority things to look into first. We'll get to that. And by that, I mean you'll see in a second. Which one do you have, Kenobi? I was a big so my first rig was the playseat trophy, and I absolutely loved that thing. And the new collapsible playseat one, the DD F1, whatever the hell they call it, is just as rigid as the playseat, and it's collapsible. So I mean, as the trophy. So I also have the Challenge X that I'm trying to sell with my G923 on it. It was good, but it was very, very floppy and stuff like that, and it didn't, there's no way you're going to put a direct drive on it. The new one, it's just as strong as a playseat trophy, and it's fully collapsible. It's awesome. I love the thing. Yeah, trophy kicks ass. The trophy kicks ass. I miss my trophy, but this new rig is just as rigid as the trophy, and I can literally fold it up and put it away. Do I have a picture of it on? I thought I did. Here, let me boot up this quick. By the way, this one here, this 48119, if you're on console or on PS5, this will say EJR performance. Ignore it. That is a test server for Sora. Sora's chasing a PS5 to PS5 bug. Alright, let's see. Where is the... Look how much better this looks, though, with the occupied lobbies showing. So here is... This is my second setup here. So this is my, it's not really my second setup. It's my travel, my collapsible. I have an RS50 on it. I have the Formula wheel on it that just came out. This rig is awesome. I love this thing. It's so good. It's so good. That's just my 24-inch monitor being pulled over to it. And a PS5. But I use this. This is currently running right now in the background. That is this right here. 48119 is currently running. This guy right here. Just sitting there idle in the lobby, not doing anything. Sora's trying its damnedest to block me. But yeah, I love this rig. This thing is awesome. Absolutely awesome. 10 out of 10 recommend. Where is it? And this is what the one I have that's for sale. Oh, hold on. This is what I'm selling. So this is the Playseat Challenge, the last collapsible I had with the G923. This is, in my opinion, a really, really, really good starter rig. And you can fold it and put it in the corner. But this one here is, believe it or not, like, even though it's collapsible, I could make the argument that, like, unless you need to attach a bunch of accessories, if you just want to play and enjoy, this is plenty of rig. This thing does it all. I cannot move my RS50. That RS50 is like, dude, this thing is so well engineered, it's impressive. Like, I'm a big fan of Playseat because they innovate. I'm a big fan of being proactive, not reactive. And they are proactive AF. All right. Such a pain in the ass. Sora, can I publicly share the bug that you're currently chasing? I mean, I'm sure some people have probably figured it out on their own. We're going to start easy, guys. We're going to start easy, by the way. We're not going to jump into Evos. We're going to start with NGTs. Basically, the bug that Sora is chasing right now is PS5 to PS5. I don't know about Xbox at all, but PS5 to PS5 cannot block people. It cannot view profiles for some reason. So, like, if I'm on PC, I can block anybody, and they can't get into the lobby. If I'm on PS5, I can block somebody, and they can't get in the lobby who is not on PS5. But if you are on PS5, and I'm on PS5, and I go to block you, it will just error out and won't do it. I can't view the profiles either. So, he is currently chasing that bug, because it's working on his end, but we can duplicate it with my lobby where you just can't block anybody. So, I'm just running that in the background, since I don't need to use the thing. Yeah. Alright, so, not one lap, that's for sure. We're gonna do a full session. Practice, quali, and race. 10-minute oh, no, calm it down. We're gonna do 10-minute quali, 10-minute practice, 10 laps. We're going to switch over to Autumn because beautiful Autumn. We're going to turn damage off. We're going to leave the penalties on because this is going to be a practice session. We're going back to authentic though. Since we're driving NGTs, we're not driving GT500 Evos. You don't need your ABS. Yeah, there's Kenobi. It's one of those things where, like, you don't need to update or upgrade for any reason unless you want more detail, more immersion, things like that. Like, once you have any direct drive wheel and any decent pedal set, you've got the best you're going to get when it comes to playing the video game. So, I don't recommend spending the money unless you just have money to waste and you're hooked on the hobby. That's kind of like where it would happen with me. I've got bit by the bug hard. Going on, DK. Also, Fue, what's going on? But the biggest reason I have the playseat collapsible is because I travel a lot. And I want to be able to keep on sim racing because I'm a loser. No, basically when I go to the in-laws' place, they're only 2 hours away and we stay there for a few days usually. And they all go to bed at 8:39, wife included. So I'm still up till at least 2 a.m. So yeah, you're damn right. I'm going to do some sim racing. Going on, Chandler? Man, where are all the players at right now? Get in here. Making sure that's enabled. Out of curiosity, does this track fall under mod? Do we know if that's a thing? Because it's technically a mod. And right now, there's no console players in the lobby. You noticed. Oh, never mind. There's a console player right there. Oh, he's gone. So does clicking the mod slider... Yeah, you can't join any of the practice or qualifying lobbies yet. That is not something you can do. You can only join lobbies that haven't launched yet. That is something that Sora is actively pulling his hair out programming into this game. Oh, Sora. Sora!
Fangio comes second, and Malioli third, making Moss the first British driver ever to win this famous race.
$500 ping. Another 500 ping. I got two 500 pingers. Let me, I'm just curious, folks. Anybody who's in here, I'm going to remake this lobby, and I'm going to click the use mod button. I don't know why, I just don't trust that. There. Thanks for the sub, OS. All right, everybody rejoin up. I want to see if, why does it say use mods is off? Why does it say use mods is off? It's on. Whatever, it says it's on right there. I don't care. I don't care. I guess that could be true. I guess that could be true. All right, now his Froller's thing is fine, so. But I mean, for me, if the track is a mod and I'm using this track, doesn't this fall under mod? Yeah, Foy, I'm pretty sure it's only the host that has power with blocking. It would break too much shit in my opinion if you blocked anybody and that person just couldn't get into any lobby you were ever in. Like no one, eventually if you blocked enough people, nobody could play the game. Do we think it's possible these 500 pingers are related to this track? If it's High Rock specifically? Is that a possible thing? Although it just went away. They might have quit. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, they quit. I'm just going to ready it up for now. No problem, Robert. Thanks for joining. All right, let's do some racing. Man, sorry, you got a full weekend in front of you. I'll have to try a different track, although I don't think it's... I don't know what the chances are of that being the issue, but... So right now we had 2 guys that were at 500 ping, which means we might have 2 guys in the pits. That are stuck in the pits, in the Phantom Realm anyway. We'll see. We shall see. Let's count the cars. They're all ghosted, though. They might not have clicked in yet. What do we think? Got it. Xbox shouldn't have a frame rate disadvantage to anything under maybe the Pro, the PS5 Pro, but Xbox Series X, unless you're on S. I don't know what the S targets. If the S targets 30 frames, I personally don't know if I could even play it, honestly, but that's beside the point. Yeah, it looks like it's only me and one other person in this game, so... Hold on, let me see. Let's see what we got here. 1... 2... Yeah. Something ain't right here. I'm gonna reboot my game too. If you're on Xbox Series X, you should be fine, honestly. Try something here quick. Xbox Series X is actually more powerful than standard PS5. If we're getting technical from a raw compute standpoint, standard Xbox, or not standard, Xbox Series X is more powerful than standard PS5. PS5 Pro is more powerful than Xbox Series X, though. Close a couple things up here. Reopen Steam. Yeah, everybody, if you haven't downloaded this track and you want to join, download the track. I recommend that. Highly recommend doing that. I'm going to remake the lobby. Make sure before you join the lobby, you have the track. I think that's a bug that slipped through. Mod tracks don't seem to get the proper checks like cars do. Got it. All right, so let's try that. Create server. That could be why the 500, that could be related to everything. So, all right, so let's do this. Use mods. Confirm. Mods. High rock. All right. Confirm. Confirm it's still there. Yep, confirm. All right, let's reconfirm everything here. Damage off. Confirm again. Confirmed. All right, create server. Here we go. You were the fastest on track. Perfect. We'll jump on back into the new lobby. All right, so now it says mods are on. So let's see if we resolved our problems here, because clearly there were some issues. Yeah, that might be if this fixes it, I would definitely put at least a disclaimer out there right now for when creating these lobbies until it can be fixed on patch side. Because there's going to be a lot of pissed off people if that's the case, trying to race this track. If this in fact fixes it. Because we had no issues all day yesterday. Literally 0 issues yesterday with servers or anything like that. And then today we tried twice and it didn't work. So if that might be the problem right there, having to enable the mod for the track. Colored green. I installed it fine on both of my PS5s. Just go to the mod section, go to tracks, and install it. We're going to see if this fixes our problem, though. So far, people are all... I mean, it could just be that the stream has been up longer, but so far, people, it seems like they're joining quicker, too. Before, it seemed like there were a lot of people that were joining and bouncing, and the lobby was never going anywhere. So, I'm curious. I'm very curious. All right, I'm going to ready us up just because I want to get to the track and see if things work out. God, I hope this goes smoothly with this track because I want to race this track. You might just have to restart the game after installing it for it to be active. French community is there. Got 3 of them. 2 Irish lads, 4 Americans, and 1 UKer. Brother Candy. I don't know about you guys, but there's one thing I like about sim racing is like the mixed world community type stuff. I think they're not popular enough to have like regional server related things. All right, so let's see how everybody pulls away right now. Everybody popped in already. I can already see everybody on the grid is there now. Their cars aren't ghosted. Got the entirety of the French PMR community. So that's good. Oh yeah, let's do a quick little reverse drive check. Make sure none of the cars are ghosted. Looks like they're all driving away, so. Yep, looks like we're good. So it looks like, Sora, that is the... It's actually not on you, for once. So like I said, I would definitely put out some verbal literature of some kind explaining that you have to enable track mods or mods and then make sure the track is enabled if you're creating the lobby. Or else it just does, the lobby just doesn't work right. In their defense, folks, it's their first modded track. I know the PMR haters are, see, these guys can't do shit right. Whoa! The elevation changes, guys, are where this track is tricky. You can learn all the turns, but you gotta be, it's kind of like Lime Rock. When you're coming up over the hill in the back corner, I don't know what turn that is. I don't know Lime Rock well enough to tell you what turn that is. But the elevation change, if you're under full load, there's a good chance you could lose control of the car.
Tires are in the window. You can go for some far flats now, mate.
Mike, what are you on again? PC, console? And are you getting crashes to desktop, or are you just getting bounced out of the server? My bad. I underestimate that hill every time. It's really hard to brake when you approach that hill because, again, the car gets a little weightless coming over that hill. Game freezes and then back to desktop. Got it.
Nice work. That's the fastest lap.
What do you have for GPU? AMD GPU, I assume? I'm gonna wait a little bit, give this guy some space. Yeah, modding is so good because it gives people a chance to, like, you know, flex their creative mind, you know? The elevation changes are where this track is just next level, in my opinion. Ha! See what I did there? Pun intended. Because if this was a flat track, it would be fun, but it wouldn't, in my opinion, it wouldn't really stand out to me. But the elevation changes really, really, like that right there alone is challenging because of the elevation change.
Session in 5 minutes.
Oh! He did return the favor, it seems. I wish this car had a little bit more RPM. It definitely seems like there's more AMD crashes than NVIDIA crashes. Which is unfortunately the tale as long as time. It's why I am all about AMD. I've always been about AMD. But I've never trusted the graphics card division. It just requires so much more refinement from a driver and development standpoint to prevent crashes. It always has been like that. And it's unfortunate. It could very much be drivers. Eagles, are you on the latest drivers? And Mike, what are you on for drivers? It's always software. It's not that the hardware is bad. It's never a hard... Things are never... With computers, like... It's frustrating how everybody does naturally blame hardware. It's never hardware. It's always a software issue related to that hardware. So basically, Mike, what you have to ask yourself in this situation is what changed since you last played? Did Windows install an update? Things like that. You know, because the game hasn't changed. You know, like for me, I look at it like my mic started doing something on my end that I've never experienced before. And I've also heard some shit about dragons that I've never heard before. The only thing I did was I reinstalled Streamlabs when I was running into a connectivity issue. Definitely don't need to hit the brakes that hard right there, by the way. He's trusting the line a little too hard. Look at the line as a suggestion, not necessarily like a, you know... But, think back, like honestly, critically, like, what have I changed? Even if it seems like it's completely unrelated to the things you're using. What have I changed? So my issue, I reinstalled Streamlabs, and it created an issue that is only there when I have Streamlabs open. So until I figure out how to rectify that with Streamlabs, I have to deal with the stupid issue of my mic sort of changing its volume. So that hill right there, you should probably hit the brakes before... Oh my god. I've really only driven the Evos on this track.
Second flag this lap. End of session.
This track is going to be an oversteer's worst nightmare. It kicks out so easy. So easy. I'm for it, though. I am for it. Go get him, Kamiko. Yeah, look how off the pace I am. 4 or 3 seconds off the pace. Luckily, that wasn't qualifying. That was just practice. I don't think I'm going to qualify. I think I'm just going to sit back and watch. Yeah, unfortunately, Mike, it's a software side thing. I just don't know what specifically. If something, when you installed those DLCs, if something got corrupt. Yeah, that's what sucks about computers, man. Like, computers require a level of patience that just, like, 99.999% of people just don't have. And I frequently run out of patience for computers. Like, I was getting real fucking annoyed yesterday with this stupid mic situation that I've never experienced before. They decided it just didn't want to work right. Very easy to make a mistake on this track, Rusty Nail. Also, Rusty Nail, I have to ask, did you name your YouTube name based off of the movie with Paul Walker and Steve Zahn? What's that horror movie called? It's not really a horror, but... Candy Cane. This is Rusty Nail. What is that name of the movie? Joyride. You got it, ETR. Joyride. Oh! Kamiko flying up over that hill. Okay, all right. I see where you're getting your lap times. You're getting your lap times because you're quite literally flying. Candy cane. All right, we need a little bit of music now. Now that we know the VLC media player isn't causing server issues. Correct? That's funny. That's funny. Gotta love a good movie reference. Is there anybody you play with that's Candy Cane? Out of curiosity? I don't know if they do, to be honest with you. Daisy. I still think they look kind of like dirty Lexan windows to me. But it could be that I'm spoiled. And I really... I mean, here's the thing. I don't doubt that they're improved. It doesn't take much to change a couple numbers in a shader, you know? It really just comes down to all of the numbers to change throughout all of the different... I have no idea what my alarm is going off on my phone. Sure. Let's just go with that. Sure. Mike, what I would do personally if I were you, I would uninstall the game and delete both the My Games folder and the main folder under Steam. I assume you're on Steam, right? If not, I can't really give you too much advice because I only trust Steam installs. So, like, the Giants API or whatever it is, I wouldn't use. I wouldn't use anything like that. I only trust Steam. So, yeah, if you're on Steam, that's good. I would uninstall the entire game. This is the order of operations I would do when I run into an issue where, like, it feels like the crashes are not authentic. And by authentic, I mean caused by the game directly, like whatever's going on, like a bug in the game, where if it's like on your end, it could be the problem. I would uninstall the game. I would delete the My Games folder. of Project Motor Racing, I will delete the Steam folder of Project Motor Racing, so there's 0 signs of PMR in your game. Make sure your video drivers, your GPU drivers are up to date. Also, for the hell of it, your BIOS. I don't know if you how computer literate you are, but if your BIOS are not up to date, I would do that too. Things like that. Make sure just everything is up to date driver end side. And then, once everything's up to date, reinstall the game. And you're going to have to reconfigure everything. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but I've done it so many times that I can do it inside of 5 minutes now. Also, I really like this part of the song, so I'm rewinding it. I don't know. I love the Evos on this track, hauling bass. But here we go. Go get him, Kamiko. Set a lap time. Now, I don't know if it's track specific, but I'm not seeing the spectate cam flicker right now. That mainly happens on bonnet cam. You could do that. That is a quicker method. I would leave that off anyway, the Steam Cloud save. I hate that anyway. Whenever the game allows me, I turn that shit off. I hate when I have to sync to the cloud. You're good, Mike. You're good. And yeah, I've just been playing with computers a really, really long time. So I'm a computer person first, long before I'm into sim racing. Oh! Roller going for that, Q random skateboard trick name. Not a skateboarder. That's what I am never, ever. Like, I don't know a single thing about skateboarding. Even throughout life with Tony Hawk Pro Skater and all the things that have existed, you think I would have picked up some level of skateboard information? Nothing. Not a damn thing. Like, I've made practice. Usually I'll reinstall the game because it's weird. Because I'm lazy, I'll do more work. Make that make sense. Roller's really pushing pace right now, and it's not working out in his favor. No, High Rock is a fictional track, sim racing. This is a track made by a dev. Completely fictional. The only thing I remembered was Goofy Foot, and I got that from Skater Die. Yep, I couldn't even tell you if that's a real thing or not. Yeah, the biggest reason I delete everything, rather than just some folders, is I don't know if there is a corruption. I don't know where the corruption might be, so I just start over. Usually it's shaders. Shader cache is where you'll get a visual corruption anyway. The save game folders seem to be the number one where there might be a problem. Yeah, Hall and Bass. It's a fun track. I like the track. For me, it's the elevation changes. The constantly like, oh yeah, I see where I'm going. This is fine. And then there's a bump or an elevation change and you lose control of the car. All right, I'm going to have to lower these sessions a little bit because I want to do some racing. And as much as I am enjoying, you know, I do enjoy a good spectate, I want to do some racing. Also, I have noticed this track got the newer spectate. So it's only Takamiya that's on the old spectating engine, or I don't know if it's engine would be the proper term for it, but so it's only Takamiya that needs the update for that. Although I haven't checked, now that I think about it, in this update to see if it's in there, but I don't think it is for some reason. It could be, Mike. That's why I'm saying, like, it could be so many random little. There could be a corruption somewhere that's just crashing the whole game. That's why I would, at least if you haven't done it yet, like, have you had this game installed since you bought it? No, I wouldn't say you're talking out your ass. It could be anything, because I don't know. I don't know what causes the crash. I just know that when I go nuclear and delete everything, I tend to fix the problem. Yes, the game itself still looks a lot better, but I will say the shader looks like it has been potentially turned down a little bit. The easiest way to tell, because we're playing at like noontime right now, is to play in like the morning where the sun is just over the horizon and it really, really glares in the windshield. I do want to check out the rain. I haven't checked out rain yet since the update. And rain got an update, so...
Focus on the lights.
If you've never reinstalled the entire game since you've had it, that would be my suggestion. Getting awfully bumpy back there. Oh, whoa, whoa, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Look at this. Why am I being hit so much? I'm going in a straight line. What do you know? Back in last place. It's like it's just where I'm supposed to start all the time. Anyway, all right, let's get to it. Here we go. Welcome to High Rock. Yeah. I'm telling you guys, this is a really fun Evo track. I could see the GTs being fun on this too because of the oversteer. Nice stop, nice stop. All right, there's a 116. We're figuring it out. We're figuring it out, slowly. My goal is podium. It ain't gonna be podium if I drive like that and turns like that. That was way too soft. You can pretty much full lock right there in the NGTs. It's a little hairy, but you can full lock. I should probably stay in third right there. I think if I stay in third and find a better entry point, it'll probably work out a little bit quicker. All right, come here, Froller. Dano is long gone. I'm not worried about him. Ah, oh well. Third feels pretty good right there. I can't cut that corner like that. You have to go wide. Have to go wide. Have to go wide. I'm losing my pace. I like second through there. I like second for the rotation. Go wide, go wide. This is fun. This is fun. Hey, Rip Daisy, have you figured out how to get rid of the windshield yet without getting rid of the windshield? Inside and outside shader, but without just straight up deleting the windshield? Fuck. I'm letting the desk cook. They're definitely getting better, the windshields, for sure. I know I'm very vocal about it to them, so... But I agree, letting them cook, working out. Who knew when you let the professionals do the professional work, you end up with a better product? Weird. Oh shit, look at chat. Don't do that. Race is almost over. Do not look at chat. Come on! Give me some drafts! No! Monica! Oh, nice race. Good racing, boys. Good racing.
That's the teammate. Nice work. Good result for the team.
That was fun. That was fun. Now we just need more people in the lobby. Need more people in the lobby. And maybe potentially some faster cars. Would Kirith think it was fun? Kirith would have a lot of fun, which therefore means he wouldn't like it at all. Jump on in, boys. We're gonna mix it up a little bit, though. We're gonna get a little crazy. I'm a little tired. I'm a little wired. Name that movie. I didn't finish the entire quote, but... Where are the Evos? Oh, right there. Oh, they're before LMDH now. Oh, they must have changed the order. Because they're technically considered faster. They used to be after the LMDHs. Makes sense. By the way, this is the car I want a livery for. Really bad. I like this car. This car grew on me a lot. I thought I was going to want the GTR. But it's this guy. And we're also going to kill that. That's too much. Let's get to racing. Do 8 laps, 5-minute quali. Yeah, shout out to Tom. Shout out to Tom for the track. He crushed it. Absolutely crushed it. Letting those creative juices flow. This track's more fun than most of the real tracks I play on. So... But do they even have a license for it? I do kind of want to... So, oh, man. The problem is like... I do like the base color blue. I do. I just don't know how to... Man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I agree, though, Kenobi. I very much agree. That blue is just... That blue is the blue. That's my kind of blue right there. Track is awesome. Thanks again for... Yeah, no problem. No problem. Hey! Looks like Fway had good luck. Fway had good luck. So far, the lobbies have been going well, but Sora, have you made it known about the enabling the mod to run this track as a host? To be honest, I think this track is deceitful and you reported it. Let's spectate our boy here. I'm gonna use the bathroom quick. Alright, so we found the guy who needs work. You just got kicked. Multiplayer unavailable. Do you have the track yet? Have you downloaded the track, ETR? Or maybe you weren't fully linked in yet. To be fair, Canadian, I couldn't tell you. I don't play on Wi-Fi. I never recommend playing on Wi-Fi, but if you are gonna play on Wi-Fi, at least have a real router and not a provided one. The provided ones are dog shit. They're so bad. They're so bad. As long as you have the track, I would say just try next race, and this time we'll make sure you're fully in the lobby and stuff. All right. Mind you, this is the first modded track to be in this game. So, I expect we're going to be experiencing some new issues throughout the day and throughout the time of the track. So, we'll see. I think ETR is on console. Sora. Would my log help? Because he technically joined my lobby. Out of 72 votes, 15% of people do not like this track. Well, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I feel like you've always had a lot of issues, ETR, when it comes to disconnects. They probably didn't even play it. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. %15 of skill issues. For a second, I was like, holy shit, these guys are flying. Where did they chop 10 seconds off? But I forgot. We're in a different class of car. I'm thinking NGT time. I was just doing 116s. There's definitely there's some 115s and the NGTs, I think, fairly easily with a little bit of practice. And then, obviously, the aliens are only going to go way faster, so. It was better after 1.7 2.0. This is the first one since 2.0. Got it. Well, maybe it was just an anomaly. If it, like I said, too, when it comes to bugs and random things like that, anomalies are always going to happen in all games. Patterns are what you want to look for, you know? Like, for example, yesterday, I was raging about the fact that mind you, I was raging because I was tired. But I was raging because my menu buttons just stopped. Like, my keyboard, I couldn't go to the main menu to leave a race. So I had to wait for it to time me out. But I've never had that before. I haven't had it since. You know, it was one time. I'll write that off as whatever. But if that becomes a pattern of frequently happening, now it's something that might need to be addressed, you know? Directly connected? All right. Now, are you running... I don't know what your internet is, but are you running directly through, say, the modem? Are you plugged in to the modem, or are you plugged in through a router? Because a router, I've seen still be problematic. Even though it's not using Wi-Fi, it'll still deal with bandwidth issues while being connected through wire. Spectrum, case in point, had that issue. I would be directly connected through cable, and I would have the exact same problems I had on Wi-Fi. I'd do a speed test. I'd have all my speed, all the speed that I was paying for I had. But I would constantly have connection issues. I replaced the router. Perfect. I can go stand a half acre away in my yard from the router and get full service through Wi-Fi on my phone. Full speed. Good router goes a long way. It could still be potentially... I'm not saying that it's not more specifically the game, but having a better overall connectivity issue or connectivity on your end will make your experience in this game better. Like, I do not have disconnect issues, but I've, like, crossed all my T's and dotted all my I's when it comes to my end, when it comes to the internet.
No heroics out there.
Sora, was that you punting people left and right? God, this is the race right here, boys. Those NGTs were fun on this track, but damn, this is ridiculous. Oh! Big brakes. Big brakes. Eric, thank you for the sub. I finally have a little more pace than Eagles. Feels good. It's about fucking time. I'm looking for a safe point to pass, and I can't get it. I gotta learn that turn in these cars big time. Oh boy. Second half of that lap was rough. Oh no! Wow, wow, wow! My bad, Eagles. I actually don't know how I didn't crash right there. I figured I would push through and see what I could do. She didn't like that much. As soon as I said I had more pace than Eagles, I no longer have more pace than Eagles. I am the best jinxer that ever could jinx. I turn in way too early right there in that turn. What an idiot. What an idiot. Look at chat. What an idiot. This is fun in these cars, boys. I'm telling you. I lose it all in that turn right there. .105, baby. Oh, there goes that. You can't lock right there. You cannot lock right there. You can get pretty damn close, but you can't fully lock it out. Can you lock right here? That's the question. Yes, you can. Whoever doesn't like this is not fun at parties. That's all I'm saying. Just beat your lap by 3 seconds. That would have been a 104 if I didn't get a track limit. Right here. Gotta lift just a little bit. Full lock, here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, feels good. There's a 104 for you, Sora. Coming right up.
Okay, mate. Need to take the car in front. One more chance.
Ah, I blew it. Got too aggressive. Blew it. God, these cars are ballistic missiles on this track. Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, baby! Oh, what a last-second position grab right there. Holy shit. Wow. I don't know if that was a position grab or if that was a lap, but either way. Wow, that was fun. Look at that, boys. Oh, Frawler got me by a full 10th. Nice job. Nice racing. God, that's so much fun. That is fun. I know people are talking about taking slow cars on this track. I'm telling you, the Evos were built for this track. I swear. Or this track was built for the Evos. Whichever. Whew. Whew. Oh, man. Yeah, Rusty, that was some great driving right there. Or great racing, I mean. Oh, man, that was fun. That was fun. All I know is I got 1.2 seconds faster lap time than Eagles. That's all I care about. President of the Anti-Kirith Fun Club. He would hate this race. He would totally hate this race. That man would have so much fun on a fictional track with unnatural cars. Oh my God. He would hate it. He would hate it. Been a while since I've been that lost. You were doing pretty good. You had a couple mid-laps there where you were, it looked like you found a nice groove. But, yeah, that's a fun, oh, I want to do that all day. I'm sorry, that was way too much fun. I think the next one, because my shoulders need a break, honestly, I think the next one, I'm just going to spectate. Because those go pretty quick. That was 8 laps. So 255 laps with the Evos would be about 5 hours. Who's in? 1 in chat if you're in. 2 if fuck no. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. I can create some multi-class chaos for you guys if you want. Yeah, Eagles. That was what I just drove there was a completely 100% untouched car. Literally no changes to anything. Dano says 1. Sora says 1. Yeah, everything you just see that I did there, folks, by the way, that 104.6, which was my fastest lap. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take a picture of that just for recent memory. Because good thing about having it on my phone. Or on my wheel here. Saves the best lap. I want to put that in my memory bank. Because that was so much fun. That's like an example of something that I want to get competitive with. That was fun. It's not a true thim. Dude, it's so fun, Graham, in the Evos. It is so fun. Here, I'm gonna add a little bit of chaos. There's no damage on, guys, so try and stick with it and learn the track, even if you get dumped. My first race with the NGT, I got spun around immediately and drove myself back to the pole. So there's a lot of room for people to make mistakes on this track. I'm gonna add LMDHs in there too. So you now have the ability to run an LMDH. Yeah, no problem, Jurassic. God, that was fun. That was fucking fun. That's the most fun I think I've had in this, in honestly, or in sim racing in a long time. That one race right there. I mean, I've done that solo, and I've done that with AI. Luckily, that was like, I think a big part of what made that so much more fun was that it was all competitive racing. It wasn't, I mean, I don't know what was going on in the back of the pack, but, because I got in front relatively early, but the top, like, 5 guys there, 5, 6 guys, were all running within a second of each other. And that made for some real good racing right there. My shoulder is actually on fire from that. I'm telling you, we just need a slider for music in-game. That's all. I want to be able to hear this while I'm racing. Straightforward should troll the influencers and mention that High Rock is fully licensed. Oh, man. They won't. They won't. I will say, Straightforward tends to tiptoe around stuff like that. They really don't want to piss anybody off. The problem, in my opinion, is that because they don't want to piss anybody off, like, at all, they end up pissing a lot of people off. Sometimes being a bit more direct on some things tends to pay off. But I'm here for it either way. What's going on, Jorge or George? Or I don't know. That could be said so many different ways in that word. Anyway, welcome. Yes, this is the first mod hub track that's been added. I'm gonna like it. Whoa, look at that. Eagles doing Eagles things right now. Oh, man. The car's grip, though. Like, when you find the right angles on this track, believe it or not, you really don't have to drive as cautious as you think you might. You can give these cars absolute hell on this track. But the right approach angles makes all the difference. Makes all the difference. There's still a couple turns that I'm really bad at. I could easily shave another second off in just the last sector if I dialed that in. But, yeah. I have the feeling you're going to see some aliens doing sub 1 minute in these cars. I have a feeling. How am I saying? You're 100% going to see that. Oh, yeah, I'll still be on in 40 minutes. I only started about an hour and a half ago. Or actually, no, about 2 hours ago. But I'll be going for probably a good another 2 hours or so. I agree, Rapid. Fuck influencers. I agree. Wholeheartedly agree. Also, I don't know why I hate the term influencer so much. Like, it really bothers me. I don't mind content creator because that's an actual title of, like, something you're doing. Influencer is not a title. You might be doing it to some people. You might be influencing some people. But it's not a job title. My job title is that I'm an opinionator. I professionally have opinions. It's fucking stupid. Yes. Oh, yeah, never mind, you're saying that, yeah. Yeah, this track is made by I want to say a single developer. I could be wrong on that. He might have had help internally or externally, but the credit has been given to one person, so that tells me he at least did the groundwork. Obviously, he probably didn't do, like, all the art and all that stuff. He probably laid the geo for the track and made the foundation of the track, would be my guess. And then the team, obviously, did what they do. Influencer is just a different term for advertiser. Basically, it's like, it's really ridiculous. I can't stand it when people refer to them. Like, I had this guy that I knew, right, through bikes, through motorcycles. I had worked on his bike, I had tuned his bike and stuff like that. And he started getting heavily into the Instagram stuff, to the point where he got pretty successful on Instagram. But he would publicly, you know, start referring to himself as an influencer. And one time we were at, like, a bike meet, and someone came up to him and, like, shook his hand because he recognized him. And then he turns to me and he goes, the life of an influencer. I'm like, I've never wanted to slap him in the face so hard in my life for saying that. Like, you sound ridiculous. The life of an influencer. Shut the fuck up. Anyway. I feel better having said that. I have to pee.
Bad luck, mate. We didn't set a time. We're at the back for the race. Gonna be a tough one.
Ugh. Like I said, I'm sitting this one out so my arms can take a breather. We only got one LMDH that hung it out. The other two guys DQ'd. Or DC'd, DQ'd, whatever. They quit. They threw in the towel. Good thing is I got nobody behind me, so it'll be easy to quit. Do you guys care about this, by the way? Wheel inputs? So, like, my pedals, basically? Is that something, like, people want to see? Because, I mean, I doubt you're learning anything from me. I'm definitely not someone you should be taking advice from when it comes to how to sim race. But, like, see, obviously, down here. Gas, brake, clutch. You know, there's actually... Yeah, I actually wonder. I should probably bind that. I'm curious.
On the line.
Good call. You never look at that when people have it? I've always wondered if it was even worth having on the screen. It's never worked for me, only finally recently I figured out how to calibrate these P1000s. I personally don't care. In fact, if it were up to me, my HUD would look like this. Oh, hold on, wrong thing. Make sure I don't get bounced yet. This is what I would like personally. To me, this is what's up right here. This is my kind of HUD. But people like to see things, so. By the way, the starting countdown is part of penalties. So if you turn off penalties, you will not have the timer for when you should go. Technically, you don't need it. You can just go by the actual timer. But in fact, we're going to do that. Actually, no, I want it on. I want to know when I screw up. I noticed there's not a lot of spectate audio. Is that new? Like, the spectating is very quiet. Let's watch Eagles. See, like, my biggest reason for not having it on is not because of... I just don't want to be critiqued. There's plenty of people that are better at this. I like to learn in a more natural state. In anything I do. The hard way. Figuring it out myself. It always feels better in the long run, which is why I don't use people's setups. Respectfully to those people, if you make it like Kenobi makes setups all the time. I've tried out a couple of his setups in the past. They work better typically than default, although I haven't tried any recent ones. But typically, I don't really like to use people's setups because I'm just copy and pasting someone else's effort. And I don't like that. In general, in life, I don't like that. I like learning how to do things. So for me, turning off my throttle input so I don't get critiqued by someone who's better than me. Exactly, says the man with the racing line. Shots fired. I'm gonna gap you on this track slick. And I'm gonna gap you in real life, and there ain't no line in real life, sir. Is that a term used in sim racing, by the way? Gapping? Used like crazy in street racing. Ooh, that'd be a good April Fool's joke. Oh! Oh! Wow, nice hold on, maybe not a nice recovery. I can't really tell. Oh, he's still spinning. Who was that? Must have been him. Yeah, if anything, in my opinion, the best way to truly learn, like, if you want to, like, use someone's help, is to follow someone fast around the track. I remember O'Malley was in one of the lobbies a while back, and I had never really driven around mid-Ohio, and I just followed him, paid attention to his brake lights, paid attention to his line, and just followed him. I want to say I chopped like 5 to 10 seconds off my lap time inside of a couple laps just following him. Now, how much of it went to memory? That I don't know. Because once he's obviously not there, he is my track guide, you know. But that being said... Oh, again! You can't lock right there, buddy. You can't go full lock right there. You gotta just adjust a little bit. Just the tiniest bit come off the throttle and then get back on it. And you can make that in full sweep. Yeah, and by the way, that wasn't a Kenobi. That wasn't like a don't use Kenobi setups advice. That was just my own personal... Whoa, whoa! He did not like me giving him advice. He just drove right through the camera. It's like, fuck you, buddy. But that's just me in general in life, though. Me in general. I want to learn everything the hard way. Figuring it out myself. I'll ask a question... You know, for a speed run, things like that. Rest in peace, cameraman, yeah. But I get it. I think Vicio here just needs to be a little softer on throttle in a certain spot. Because your boy's way too slow. Nice. But yeah, I don't know. I like learning everything the hard way, the longer way. But the thing is that the gratifying... There you go. There you go. The gratifying part about that is when you do figure it out, and you figure it out the hard way, you never forget it. Like, I've blown up a lot of motors in my day, back when I was younger. And I can tell you this... You know, you might know not to do the things that I did to blow the motors up, but once you blow them up doing the wrong thing, and it costs you money, trust me, you never ever forget to not do that again. So one time, like 15 or so years ago, no, way longer than that, shit, God, I'm getting old. Almost, like 19 years ago, I was building an LS motor, GM motor. If you don't know what an LS motor is, it's a GM motor. Relatively easy motor to build. In fact, it's a really good starter motor to learn on. Just learn mechanics of building engines. So I dropped the block off to the machine shop. Just, you know, routine machining, and also replace all the freeze plugs and the oil galley plugs. Well, he missed an oil galley plug, and I didn't check his work. The lesson I learned here is always check everybody else's work. Always, 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 always. You cannot trust a paid professional, sadly, blindly. He didn't put one of the oil galley plugs in, so naturally the oil pump would suck oil up out of the pan, throw it into the case, or throw it into the block, sorry, and then it would just piss out the oil galley plug. It would never get oil to the top of the motor, and in turn, never eventually get it to the bearings either. Yeah, blew that motor up. For obvious reasons. Although, I mean, there's so many things now that I did wrong back then that I would know to do now. For one thing, the first time you ever start a motor up, or before you start a motor, prime the oil. And if you can't build oil pressure, you know there's a problem. But I knew there was a problem after I built it, and I was so pissed off that I beat the shit out of the motor for 2 weeks. It took 2 weeks to blow the motor up, and by blow the motor up, I mean spin a bearing and kick a rod out the side of the block. But it took 2 weeks of no oil pressure to do that. So it was at least a decent motor. Probably would have lived a really, really, really long time if it had oil pressure. For those of you who don't know engines or anything about them, oil pressure is pretty mandatory. pretty mandatory in its survival.
Unlucky. Car was too slow today. We need to find more speed for the next race.
LS everything. They really are. Like, that's the thing. I want to build an MX-5 really bad with a massive wide body. Massive wide body. I want to build the GT500 equivalent of an MX-5 body and put an LS in it. Probably like a head cam LS3 or something like that. Something with like a good like 550 horsepower, you know? And just make a mental track/street weapon. More of an optional item. Spray with WD-40. I know guys that have done that. They've tested out the WD-40 as an oil. Doesn't work out very well. But you get some life out of the engine with idle. It'll idle for a long, long, long time. But as soon as you put any load to it, say goodbye. All right, do we want to switch up cars? We want to change anything up, or we want to keep on grinding? What is going on with Sora? He's not trustworthy. Man, oh man. Oh, I get it. Renaming realish tracks. Oh, we're going to stick to this track for a little while, Kenobi. We're going to stick to this track for a little while. I like this track a lot, and it's new, it's fresh. I want people to learn it. I'm willing to switch up cars and rules and parameters, shorter races, longer races, I don't really care. But I do want to stick to this track for a minute. We'll eventually change it up, but I would like to grind down it a little bit. Pause. Do we want to run any different cars? Slower cars? I don't think there's faster. Well, there's technically Group C. If you want to create some chaos, there's Group C. Let's see. What do we got? Let's try some GTs. Let's try some GT cars. Switch out to GT. I feel like GTs are going to be a challenge as fuck on this track. And I'm for it. We'll do GTs and GT500s. Toss a little GTO in there. And Group 5. Let's get all the crazy oversteer cars in the race. Group C, Evos, LMDH, and MX-5. What are the MX-5s there for? To just be in the way? Here you go, boys. Yeah, I think Kenobi does a Saturday morning stream. Praga mod? Sure, I can do a Praga mod. I just saw that. Oh, I guess I can't. I gotta do it in front of the... Alright, well, when I remake the lobby, I'll do it. If you guys want to choose a different car, you got choices. GT500s, GTOs, Group 5, GTs. As a machinist, you can tell you oil pressures, everything. Yes, exactly. You know how many times machinists have screwed me over? Do the most basic of things. Screwing up line bores. Ugh. Ugh. So far, these, I mean, I didn't race in that one, but these lobbies seem to be pretty, you know, fair, I guess you could say. Fair. So, are you going to do any racing, or are you just, you know, sitting on the sidelines, fixing all the problems you keep breaking? Or keep creating? Man, we are busy on our phones while our machines run watching your live stream. Yeah. Story of every machinist's life. Pushing a couple buttons and wait. And then find out later they pushed too many buttons. And they fucked it all up and cost someone thousands of dollars. Goddamn machinists, I tell you. Trying to fix this block bug? Yeah. Yeah, remember, folks, if you're joining my lobby, not that you can join the other lobby, but there's an EJR Performance lobby up that's locked. You can't join it anyway. It's just for Sora. All Sora is trying to do is block me. He's trying to join my lobby and block me. Poor bastard can't get it done. I'm going to try it without any adjustments. This could be a nightmare. I gotta change my cockpit view here. I gotta modify this a little bit. I know I'm short in real life, but I think I made this one a little too short. Like, I cannot see over the damn hood right now. And it's a Corvette, for Christ's sake. I mean, I know you sit kind of down low and like, lurch back, but we gotta do something about this. Alright, so, raise... There. Oh, that's probably part of it, too. Let's set the tilt to 0. Go 55, and then tilt 0. Let's try that. Let's give me a little bit of height. I'm 5'5", not 4'9". This is more authentic. The Lister is actually probably a pretty good car on this track now that I think about it. Lister's got tons of grip. This part of the track is probably the only part of the track the Lister will struggle a little bit because the Lister is a little slower. But it's got a lot of grip. Oh, this is not a GT500. Alright, slow. That was bad. Ah!
End of session, mate. Check the flag this lap.
At least they got a time up. Slow time, but a time nonetheless. Damn.
Impressive driving, mate. Fastest lap in class.
I saw not much faster than the NGTs. Yeah, Slick, same. I've noticed that. I'm kind of moving on though. I'll be honest with you. One thing you got to know about me, Slick, I don't really chase people. So, once I reach out a couple times, I'll move on.
P2, that's P2. Unlucky, mate. Not quite enough for pole today, but we're on the front row for the race. And that's all that matters now.
Will do, Slick, will do. I'm actively looking. Because there's a bunch of liveries I want. Mainly, I want to start with the Evo car. So, this Vet, the C6R, the M3 NGT, the 400Z, GT500 Evo. I want to have one livery per class, at least. Eventually, it'd be really, really cool to have a livery per car, but realistically, I would like to get a livery on the cars that I drive per class.
Keep focused.
Will do.
Let's get a good start.
Will do, Kenobi.
Take some of those cars off the line.
Gotta learn how to drag race, boys! And that's why I like standing starts. You get to flex the drag race muscle a little bit. Almost. Almost. Have a good one, Sora. Didn't I say the listeners were going to be good on this track? That turn is eating me up right there. That turn is eating me up. I don't know what just pulled me off the track right there. I don't feel like I was at the curb, but I guess I was. I'm all sorts of jacked up now. All right, all I gotta do is not screw it up again. Roller's making me work. Oh! Almost lost the nose right there. This is that turn, that sweeper right there. That's where I'm losing most of my time. And I'm being a little too cautious through these turns here because I'm scared of them right now. Because they killed me the first 2 laps. One lap. Don't screw it up.
Laser focus now, mate. Push hard to the line. Let's take this win.
I already had plenty of pressure on me there, spotter. Thank you, or engineer. I hate my life. Like I'm built to jinx myself. I'm built to jinx myself. One lap to go. Don't screw it up. Fucking lose it in the first fucking turn every time I fucking talk. I swear, man. I swear. Yeah, no problem, Frolic. Ah, it drives me nuts. Have a good one, Mike. Yeah, that pisses me off, man.
Unlucky, mate. We
Pisses
just
me
did our
off.
best today.
I'm like
You did your best, though.
defeated myself, what, 2 times there? Lost it in turn, or the last turn of lap 1. Recovered well enough to get back into the podium. And then that right there just completely blew it. What a fucking loser. But yeah, we'll do it again. The vet's a lot more oversteer, but oversteer works well on this track, in my opinion. If you can manage oversteer well, or drive a car, I should say, that you can manage the oversteer well, it works out pretty good. The Lister's probably going to grip a little bit better. The vet's going to run a little bit better out the back door. But I like the way the C5 and the C5R and the C6R, I personally can't feel a damn difference of. I don't think there is any difference. I honestly think it's just a different cosmetic. Because they drive identically to me. But I really like the way the vets drive in this game, or in this class, because to me, I feel like, I mean, I have no idea what a Lister drives like in real life. I have absolutely no idea. No idea what a DBR9 drives like. C5, C6, a lot of time with those. So for me, convincing me of realism, yeah. Jorge, it's 39658 is what you got to find. Or George. Or neither. Let me know when you're in. We'll do a couple more of these and then we'll switch it up a bit. Also, too, I've been... Just George? Alright, George works. George works. That's an easy one. I was talking to my handler at Simagic, and I think I'm going to do a live stream at the expo next month around the Simagic booth. They actually requested that, so I was like, alright, yeah, I'll absolutely go live at your expense. We're doing it with my all handy dandy phone, though. I don't... It all depends, Kenobi, on if they go. Not specific... I have zero communication with Giants whatsoever. Nothing against Giants. I only talk to straight four guys. So, take that for whatever that's worth. But if they go, then I'm down. But I don't know if they are going or not yet. I do not know if they're going yet. Be cool if they do, though. I genuinely have already, like... I'm weird, man. I'm telling you. I am petty as shit. Uh-oh, Limberto's here. I quit. No, I'm just kidding. I'm so petty. Like, I want to... Because obviously I have a merch store that has, like, EJR Racing hoodies, which I don't even have any of my own yet. I have EJR Performance hoodies. But I have yet to order any EJR Racing ones. I might put, like, the Straight 4 logo, like, the entire back of the fucking hoodie. Or PMR logo, whichever one you think would piss people, just to piss people off. Sacrifice myself. I don't give a shit. Thing about me, guys, is I love to debate. I love to debate. And when I find any level of flaw in someone's debate, oh God, I want to go at them like sharks. They said they were going a few weeks ago. I'll have to talk to Rye or someone and see what the update is. I was just chatting with Sora, and he said he was clocking out for a bit to actually give himself some me time. And he said, don't worry, he's going to be working 25 hours tomorrow. For those of you who can't do math, there's only 24 hours in a day. Yeah, I just, like, and I don't want to entice, like, actual arguments, but, like, convince me. Convince me this game is truly bad with the best debate you can possibly give me. Tell me how unrealistic it is. Tell me all of these things. And then tell me how your experience with your scooter or your go-karts or any of that shit is why this game is so bad. I want to know. The other part of me, though, just says, fuck it, hang back and enjoy the show. Looks like, Eagles, it looks like it wasn't the Evo car, that's the problem. Electric scooter debate. Which, listen, I love an electric scooter. I love a scooter. My goal, I want to buy the flagship Vespa and kit it up to go 100 miles an hour. I want to say it does about 80 miles an hour, 80, 82 miles an hour. I want to get 20 miles an hour out of it. I'll build some land speed fairings for it. You know. Full carbon fiber body to keep the weight down as much as I possibly can. I'd go fiberglass, but honestly, it only has 25 horsepower. So, the difference between fiberglass and carbon fiber, while it's not that much, it's still something. Oh, whoa! I just want to be full down in the tuck position on a scooter. Just to keep my head out of the bubble. I would, or in the bubble, sorry. I would put a screen underneath the handlebars and then a camera facing forward so I could see where I'm going through the camera. Just delete the seat. Get rid of that. We don't need that where we're going. There's a lot of stupid things with motorsports that I want to do that I probably will run out of life before I ever get a chance to do. But it's funny. Like, speed is such a relative thing. So where, like, I have a Busa that will go 2.5 times the speed. Or actually, 3 times the speed of a Vespa. But I want to get a Vespa to go 100 miles an hour. Like, that's more of a goal. No one said motorsports was rational. Look at Isle of Man. Look at all the stupid shit people do. The Yamaha robot horse, that's your next toy? Woo! I wouldn't want to piss that horse off. Oh no, Eagles. A nice looking vet you've got there. Sure would be a shame if you put it in the wall. Oh, tossed in the towel. So what's everybody think so far? Is this track too fun to be in a sim? The track is very deceitful. It's too fun. I have the feeling that car like Group C's might be the ultimate car on this track. Because Evos are so fun on this track once you really kind of figure out the line and stuff. So I would imagine that. Oh! I would imagine that Group C. Oh! Major crash! Major crash! Oh no! Oh no! Yeah. Like, here's the thing, right? A dev made this track in their spare time, essentially not getting paid for it, I'm sure there's some level of like bonus, or I'm not going to pretend I fully understand any part of the financing on it. But essentially, this is off the clocks, making this track. And it's delivered for free. I guarantee you, people bitch. They'll find a way to bitch about that in some way. To you people, I say, go fuck yourselves. You are unpleasable. You don't deserve to have good things in life because you're so unpleasable that you just want to spread misery. Go be miserable in a little hole in the wall. I have no sympathy for those people. None. You get free shit and think you can bitch? Go fuck yourself. In anything, not just video games. Anything. If you're given free shit and don't appreciate it and only feel the need to bitch about it, fuck off. You are like that white foam that builds up on the side of people's mouths when they get cotton mouth. That's what you are. I'm being very aggressive right now. I apologize to not those people. But to those people, I do not apologize. I just hate entitlement. I hate entitlement it's because I'm self-employed and I experience it. I'm good. I hate self-employment. You know at least 3 names, I guarantee, are complaining on Facebook. Exactly. 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 Get some good driving music here. I don't know if that one works. Here we go, this one will work. Get some driving tunes going. Whoa. Wheels turned. Fix that quick.
Let's get a good launch. Focus on those lights.
Man, if they introduce drag racing in this game, y'all are fucked. I will be papa. I thought I was going to be able to skate by. Oh, we're good. Go, go, go. Wow, back of the pack is homicidal, apparently. That's fine. Let's see what the back of the pack looks like. What I really like about standing starts in this game, every car has a different flavor of how to launch it. It's not just like you launch every car the exact same. And that's what I really like. I know, pointing the correct way, right, DK? That never happens. Ever happens. Oh, shit. Getting greedy now. Oh, I'm all jacked up right now. I'm all jacked up right now. I've never played Maple Valley and Forza to know. A lot of people have said that, though. Oh, it's Limberto behind me. That's why. I'm like, who is this brave soul behind me that is just pushing the pace? Oh, it's Limberto. Don't you do it! Woo! That was close. You almost did it. We need Sora 2 against Limberto. We need to make Sora 2 a heat-seeking missile for just Limberto. Oh! Umberto, don't touch my butt. Did you just touch my butt? I think you just touched my butt. Yeah, just take it. Just take it. Too aggressive, Limberto. One lap. Don't fuck it up. Oh, I just fucked it up. I just said don't fuck it up, so I'm gonna fuck it up. That's just how it works. I'm gonna go nice and slow. The I beat Limberto victory dance. Alright. We're done. Music fits the track. Whew. Oh, man. You know, you're only as fast as your last race, and, well, that's what I tell everybody in real life when they win or lose a race. You're only as fast as your last race. Well, folks, I'm officially faster than Limberto and Eagles, according to the last race, so... What's up? What's up? What's up? This is, Project Motor Racing.
Not quite quick enough for the win, but P3 is a very good result. Nice one.
And a faster time. And a faster time. Oh, no! Obviously, because he probably got a shit ton of track limits. But the point is, still got a faster registered time, too. Oh, no. Oh, no, Limberto. Oh, no. Man's washed up. Throw in the towel. He's done. He's all done. He should go hang out with, Hamilton. Jesus. That was a hard one. Nah, I'm just kidding. But that was fun. You're washed, Limberto. You're washed. Yeah, Eagles. I basically stayed in the back of the pack, drag raced through most people. I got hit off track, but I avoided some good accidents in that one. That's for sure. I got to fourth place relatively easily. No, third place relatively easily. And then at that point, it was a battle of surviving Limberto, and Limberto killed himself. So I was good. Limberto forgot where the brake pedal was located in that last turn. Woo, that's fun. Man, this track brings a lot of these cars to life, man. What else we got? No one's used the Group 5. Actually, there was a Group 5, but... Let's go Mayhem. Let's go Total Mayhem. GT1 LMP Group C. Let's see. I'll leave GT in there, but I don't know if I'm going to drive GT yet. I don't know. Undecided. Undecided. I really like the GTs, though. prior to the Evos, I think these are my favorite cars. It's hard to tell. This is what's great about this game. It's hard to pick like a class of car that's like your favorite. But I don't want any management systems in this race. No ABS, no TC anywhere in sight. Oh, here, perfect. Perfect! We found our fourth class right here, boys. Fourth class right here. This is the chaos race. And we're going to go full chaos. Hold on. We're going to go H pattern. We're going to get out the other wheel. Getting the no shift light round wheel out. We're going to get Sparky on with no shift light. No nothing. No inputs. Nada. Just straight up. Probably gonna have to catch the next one, Trap. Because this, honestly, it's already filled up. Group C and Aussie V8 cars. Oh no. Oh no. Man. What was I gonna say? Eagles, let me know how that Sauber feels on this track. That's gonna be chaos. This whole race is gonna be chaos. I'm going H pattern. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Plus, I don't think I've driven this car since this update. This car got a performance change. Has anybody done before and after of the Ford Falcon? See how it feels? Yeah, I hate seeing them. Well, I shouldn't say I hate seeing them. I like them. They're fast. But, yeah, I do. There's definitely a little bit of, like, you know, rumblies in the tummy when they show up to the lobby. But when you finish in front of both of them in the same race and clear better lap times, man, like a quadruple whammy right there. All right, here we go. These elevation changes are gonna be fun! Alright, I wanna... Oh yeah, I can't go back. I gotta use my keyboard. I don't have any buttons. Let's do this quick. I can't do right-hand drive. There we go. Let's center ourselves as best we can. Try that again. Just blame me for re-entering like shit.
Send it. Let's take this pole.
How much bigger I am than the fucking 787B. Oh shit. Oh! Yeah, there's no point in even attempting to qualify right now. There is zero fucking level of non-chaos in that. This is gonna be a total fucking shit show. It's gonna be a total fucking shit show. Eeks is good. He's off the road. Oh, shit! Jesus! Real question is, where is Eagles? There he is. Those are some pretty light tires. I take a piss quick and I'll be right back. We're going to go full-on authentic in this one. This is how authentic we're going to get.
No time set.
I was editing that, you motherfucker.
Be a long race.
All right, let's see. This is going to be chaos. This is going to be pure chaos. Zero HUD, zero help. Good luck. I'm going to leave. I'm not even going to be able to leave on time. I have no idea when to go. Oh, I can see the lights. Never mind. I can see the lights. We're good. Zero HUD, zero information.
Good launch. Overtake some cars. You can do it.
Got to go based off audio for shifting. No telemetry. I should have... The Pepsi Max guy's a little risky. I should have turned the line off, but it's too late for that. Fucking son of a bitch. I'm gonna turn the line off now then. Bruh, what are you... What is going on with this car? I gotta change the mirror. The second time he's been there. He likes that spot, I guess. We'll talk about immersion right now. Believe it or not, from an immersion standpoint, I got to align my rearview mirror. That's what's bothering me more than anything else. I got to go adjust that. Uh-oh. Eagles is running up the pipe. I don't know where he is. Go, go, Eagles, go. There you go. That's where I gotta adjust the mirror. I don't know where he is, or anybody is. My head wants to do this. Perfect timing. Now I can adjust my mirror.
Blue flag. Let them through.
All right. Blue flag opportunity. Take it. Oh, shit. Oh, it's gonna hurt.
Blue flag. Let them pass.
I'm good. Enough solo laps.
Yes, mate. You're in the points. Nice work.
I don't think I ever got situated in that race. All right. I want to drive, I think, an LMP car now. Good to know that that actually works now. If you just change your vehicle, it doesn't switch everybody around and change the class. So that's good. So I've got about 40 more minutes or so. So a couple more races. And then I'm going to call it till this evening, where I'm going to get back on and we're going to do this again. We might switch up some tracks a little bit here and there, but for today's stream, we're going to stick to this track. Good 4 hours of just high rocking. Just so we can make sure we get... Yeah, no, we can get 2 more races in like this. We'll get 2 more races in. Where'd everybody go? That last race pissed everybody off, I guess. We lost half the lobby. Oh, well, not my chair, not my problem. That's what I always say. Not a fan of the track trap? Oh, man, you and I don't get along very well at all right now. I love this track. High Rock's awesome. I couldn't wait for this track to come out. Where do you see this track on with the Evos? The Evos make this track. I swear this track was built for the Evos. It's so good. It's so good. You know what's worse than this track? Having to go food shopping. As soon as I get offline, that's what I'm doing. You're so hit or miss? What do you mean? You just gotta practice this track, guys. Put the line on and just practice. That's what I'm doing. Although I'm gonna leave the line off. I think I've got the track situated enough now where I can leave the line off. I just did like, what, 800 laps? But I am going to change around the cockpit stuff, though. Don't care about leaderboard right now. It's distracting. Radar. Actually, to be completely fair, I don't care about this shit either. We'll go with that for now. Oh! The good thing is that recently it seems that if your wheel is not centered, your wheel will center itself. Before it would just leave you where you were and good luck. Alright, here we go. Wait, why is the wheel on? Wait, what? I'm so confused. Notice that? The hands weren't there, but the wheel was there. That was interesting. Confirm means you already have it, AJ. It's just not fully installed yet, so it doesn't say installed, but you have it. Just reset the PlayStation. I'll be honest with you, these cars are more enjoyable with a round wheel and an H pattern, so let's just go back. How good the fucking grass looks, man. You have to restart, AJ. Once it says confirm, that means you technically already have it. You've done the install, it's just not fully installed. Restart the game and you should be good to go. It should say installed. I'm gonna get you, Eagles. Never mind. You're gonna get yourself. I gotta learn how to drive this car.
This lap is the checkered flag. Session is over.
All right.
Not ideal, no time was set. We'll be starting from the back of the grid. We're going to have to pass a lot of cars to get some points.
That's weird. It looks like my stream says YouTube featured. But I don't know. I can't help everybody with the crashes, honestly. It sucks. I just don't get them. I wish there was more consistent experiences across the board. This track does look good, though. Like, visually, graphically. Track looks good. All right, here we go. I think for the last race, I'm going to jump in an Evo again. Much as I like this no wheel thing going on, there's things I need to do. I can't do any buttons.
Get a good launch. Focus on those lights.
Have you reinstalled it, AJ? Deleted all the folders. Uninstalled it. Delete all the folders. Yeah, I'm good. I'm not driving this car in this track. I don't like this car in this track whatsoever. Unpredictable. Unpredictable. Whatever. You're on an AMD graphics card, right, AJ? Can't park there, Eagles. This might actually be my last race now that I think about it. I just want to get shit done around here. So, I think the plan is going to be We'll jump back on later tonight, 11 o'clock, typical time, 10:30, 11, usually when I go live, Eastern Standard Time. And this time we'll mix it up a little bit more, but we are going to do some more heavy focus on this track. I love this track. I just want to see so far what cars are fun to drive on it and what cars aren't, which is why I've been really messing around with it. So far, I don't like the LMPs on this track. The LMPs have a lot of losing the rear end feel on a lot of tracks, and because of the elevation changes on this, it's way too easy to lose the rear end. Which is fine. It presents a challenge, but sometimes too much challenge can get in the way of having a good time, you know? Got a 4090, huh? Yeah, I don't know what's going on your end. You should be having a better time. When you uninstalled it, did you delete the Steam folder and the My Games folder? Both folders? Also, you're on what drivers? Not that I've noticed in this game drivers really affect crashing. Drivers just affect the visual stuff on NVIDIA. Oh, shit. Yeah, most people have already, there's only 4 people left playing. Everyone bounced pretty much right away. Yeah, so far I don't like the LMPs on this track. The Evos are fun. The GTs are fun. The NGTs are fun. The Aussie V8's pretty fun. It's challenging, but it doesn't get too challenging to the point where it like starts to take away from having a good time. The LMPs just don't feel fun on this track. They're too fast, and there's not enough control for how fast they are. Not for the elevation changes on this track. I haven't tried. I'm curious how Eagles is liking the Sauber right now. Obviously, Barham's here is in a GT1. Go back to 591.86. 591.86. Do not use anything. I have not found a good NVIDIA driver after that yet. They've had a lot of bad drivers, and this game seems to really take advantage of the bad driver. All right, I'm going to back out of this before it finishes just so I can actually quit and get off here. That's going to do it for me, folks. Look at that. That's how many. Look at that. One all the way down here. All these lobbies going right now. These are all the ones that you can't access that are currently running. So before you could only see these. This was a suggestion of ours, and I'm glad they took it because it makes the game look like people are actually playing it, you know? But anyway, that's going to do it for me. So, AJ, install driver 591.86. Start there. And then let me know how it goes. Obviously, you can post in the Discord about it, stuff like that. But anyway, folks, I'll be back at 11 o'clock tonight. Eastern Standard Time, 10:30, 11 or so. And we're going to be doing more of this. We'll do some mixing up the tracks, but we are going to also still focus on High Rock because I'm having a lot of fun with High Rock, and I want to see what cars are fun and what cars aren't. So far, the only car that I've genuinely just disliked on High Rock were the LMPs, just because of how, I mean, I could probably give them a shit ton of rear downforce, and that would probably mitigate a lot of the problem, but I'm only driving the default cars to see what works and what doesn't. So anyway, folks, Kenobi, Slick, AJ, both Kenobis actually, and everybody else, thanks for watching. Thanks for participating. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing and subscribing. And I'll see you in about 8 to 9 hours. Till then, have a good one.